Hello and welcome. I'm your host, Ruby Gill, and I feel honored to welcome you all on the behalf of lovely professional university. So, attendees, what do you think the essence of today's webinar? Well, I'm glad to share with much excitement that today our expert will share her expertise and make us learn about how to feel, how to make our presence felt globally, create a responsive website. So I'm sure you all must be excited to learn, to be the part of this today's learning process. So kindly allow me to introduce our experts. Dr. Balwinder Kaur Taliwal, Assistant Professor, School of Computer Science and Engineering, lovely professional university. An intellectual personality with an experience of 9 years as an academician, and she is also an international delegate as she represented North India at Women's Liver in Canada. Her expertise lies on Internet of Things, operating system, and web development. So, sir, ma'am, thank you so much for giving us your valuable time.
Yes, thank you, ma'am.
Additionally, I would like to welcome our admission expert, Ms. Megha Singh, Assistant Professor, lovely professional university. Her expertise lies in human resource management, and currently she is involved in research related to social causes. And attendees today, she'll give you an insight about fee eligibility and scholarship of the university, which I'm sure will make you save a lot of money. And in addition to that, she'll also be sharing the infrastructure part of the university. So thank you so much, ma'am, for joining us today. So with this, we'll begin our today's webinar. I welcome you all once again and looking forward for a great interactive session. So ma'am, over to you for the content of the day.
All right, ma'am. Thank you. Thanks a lot. So welcome, everyone. So today we will be learning how to create a responsive website. So firstly, I would like to tell that websites are very demanding these days. Like every organization, institutions, all are bound to have interactive websites. And we guys think they might be very complicated. But here I am here to tell you that these are really not at all complicated tasks. So we will design a website in our today's webinar, and that too will be our personal website where we can add our gallery, our family, our favorite celebs, these all links there. So basically website is a combination of front end and back end development. So before starting it, you all should know that what all are the front end technologies like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, Angular. You all might have heard all these technologies these days, as these are very popular. That is why our websites are becoming more prominent these days. Websites are basically the combination of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. HTML tag, how many of you have done with the HTML in your school time? How many of you have know? You can reply in the chat box. HTML is basically as a skeleton for a website. CSS we use for a designing purpose. JavaScript we use in order to make it more interactive and dynamic. Now, if I talk about backend technologies, here are some backend technologies: PHP, Laravel, Cake PHP, Django. These all are backend technologies. Today, we will be making our website with the help of PHP. So I'm starting here. I'm starting from here. Firstly, we will design a web page. Firstly, we will be designing a web page in which you all can gather the information of your friends, school friends, that like you all have done with your +2 now, and you want to retain information of your friends in some database. So we will be designing a page where you can store their information in the database and make it the dynamic website by adding your own informations as well. So here we are starting from here. The first thing is when we design a web page, we start it from here. Doc type HTML. This basically represent that it tells the browser know how the document should be interpreted, if it is a HTML document or what kind of document it is. So firstly, I would like to tell you that HTML is not case sensitive. It is up to you that whether you want to write it in uppercase or lowercase. The next thing is the language you want to use to design your web page. So here we are going to write it in English. So here I am using this is EN for English, SP for Spanish. So different languages have different codes for their HTML line. The next thing is there is one head section. I'm using a tag over here. In HTML, there are two kinds of tags. Some are singular and some are paired. So mostly here in the HTML, there are pair tags. Pair tags means the tag, if we are starting it, we have to enclose it also. That are pair tags. And the singular tags are the ones in which we don't need to close that particular tag. The next thing is meta char set. Here I am using UTF-8. This is basically it specifies the character encoding for the HTML document. HTML encourages UTF-8 because it covers almost all the special characters around the word. So this is always beneficial for us. So the next thing is as we are going to design a web page. Here we need to write what kind of width of a web page we need and all. For this, we will be writing this line, viewport. These are some by default and common lines for every web page. These are the basics. That is, before starting creating a web page, we need to write all this stuff. So here I am giving what width I would like to have over here. So I would like to have a width which my device is having it. So I will be writing device width with some initial scale that I will take as 1. Initial scale 1. Yes. So here in during the web designing, you are having a privilege. When you will do some mistake, it will be given you as a red headlight. Then you must be knowing it and you can correct it at that time also. So the next is here, it don't need this inverted commas. That's why it was showing in the red. Now the next thing is title. Title is again an pair tag. Here I will write some. Here I will give some title to the web page, that is friends info, as we are going to gather some information. This as a title, and then firstly I will create only a web page with the help of HTML. Then after that we will see how it appears. Then only we will be adding CSS for designing, JavaScript to make it dynamic and all this stuff. So now here I am also closing this tag, head tag, which we have just started before this title tag, because these all are pair tag. Now the next thing is I want to give some color to my web page. will choose medium sea green color. You can give a color of your choice as well, but I will give my medium sea green color to my web page. So after this, see, I'm using one tag, which is the break. This tag is a singular tag. There is no need to close this tag, break tag, right? So after this, I'm going to start up with my page. Center is used to display our content, whatever we want in on our web page, to display the content in the center of a web page. So for this, break is a tag used to break that particular line. So here, division we use to make some sections. Sorry.
And your audio is muted.
So after this, H2 tag we basically use to tell that how much size we need to display our text. If we want it to the bigger size, we can use H6. Then smaller than H6, we use H5. It goes from H6 to H1. So the next thing is, now we will be starting making a form action. Here we will be telling the name of the connection with which we will be linking our form. So connection is equal, action is equal to connection.php, and method is equals to post. Now here we can use two methods. One is get and one is post. If I talk about the security part, then post method is more beneficial, because in this our data is totally hidden, and in get method it will come to the URL. So with get method your data is not completely secure, and if you want to post, if you are going to use the post, this means you can send the information or data in a bulk quantity. But in get you are restricted to use short data that is of around 3000 words only. So the next thing is we are going to make form. Here firstly we will make a one section name. Here I am going to make a text box. Input type is equals to text. Name is equals to name. We have to give some name to that input box, because if I want to use this line in multiple times in my web page, then I will refer to it with its name only. So there will be one ID also, that will be again as name. Then these fields are required, so I am writing it over here, required, like this. Now firstly let us save this, And in order to run our files, we should be very sure that this Apache and MySQL should be on. So it is on. So now I will go to the web browser. I will be writing it over here, localhost, this. See, whatever I have written in my code, my friend's information with medium C background and with one text box name, that is appeared in this web page. Whatever I am writing, whatever I will be writing on this page, it will be appeared on that page, on our output page as a text boxes. Now, similar kind of text boxes, I want 3 more. One is for email, one is for phone, and the another one is for the blood group. So I am copy pasting this data for the 3 times. Control V, Control V, and Control V. Now I will edit this information. Here I will write email. Here I will write I have written name as uppercase, so I am writing email as uppercase, phone, and then over here blood group. So according to these names, I will be changing the name over here. Here it will also come as email, email, phone, and blood group. Email, phone, and blood group. Right? So let's save this and let's check our output. See, these are the text boxes. All have been appeared in one line. So in order to separate these lines, I will use break tag. So this is, you can say, an advantage of doing this coding, that from the output you will come to know what all changes you need to require. If you forgot during your coding time, you can make it out from your out page that you need to put a break tags over here. Now let's check the output. See, now it look very concise. So I will put one more break tags over here in order to look appealing in the web page. So I am using the break tag over here. Now let's check. Yeah, now it's okay. Now, if I am writing all this information about my friend's name, email, phone, and blood group, I need to submit it somewhere. For that case, I would like to have one button to submit, and before submitting it, I would like to see my information, that whether I have written a correct information or there is some error. So I will make one button. I will be writing button type is equals to, these are the HTML tags, button type is equals to button. I will give the name to that button, ID is equals to, say, this is the name which I give to my button. Now here I want to reveal what my details would look like. Button is again a pair tag, so I need to close this tag, and after that I will be using 2 times break That's it. So let's check. Yes. Now, in order to make it more appealing, we will be adding CSS, but later on. So the next thing is, now I will add one more button over here, that is submit. Again, button type is equals to submit. Name is equals to it was showing red, so that's why I came to know, yeah, like this, and id is equals to submit. Now we will be checking it later. For before that, we will be closing this tag. Firstly, we will put some breaks over here. Yes. After that, we have just started this division tag. We need to close this tag. Now let's see what has been appeared over here. All right. So see, our page has not been accurate. So still some coding part is left. I need to check. Yeah. Here I need to put here I need to write input. Input type is equals to submit. Now it will be okay. Now let's check. Yes, like this. So I will put more breaks over here in order to make it appealing. According to the output, we can change our code according to our choice. Now see what changes I have made. Yeah. Here, actual one more break required instead of here. Yes. Now the next thing is, whatever I am going to put it over here, whatever I am going to put it here in name, email, phone, blood group, before submitting it, I want to check all the information. So for that, I'm going to write a code with again center tag. I will use as I want that information also in the center of my web page. For that, I will be using again form. Here, I have just started this form. Here, I will be closing this form. As we have started this center, here I will be closing this center. The next thing is, here I will be writing like this division for the next section. ID is equals to display details. For this, I am using H3. These tags, I am repeating it again, from H6 to H1. Display your content in some specific size. For bigger size, you can use H6, and for smaller, you can use H1 and H5, H4, H3. The size will again vary from bigger to smaller, that is from H6 to H1. So here I want to underline my content, and here I would like your input details are. Here I need to close all the tags which I have just opened. Break. For that, the first thing is name. So firstly, we will be displaying the name H6, name, so this span tag, we need to close it like this, and again the H6 tag. See, I have written only one line of code, and again I will copy paste it for other 3 lines with just editing on email, phone and blood group. Let's first check how it appears on the web page. Like this, yes. But as I want all this stuff in my center part, so before writing this division, I can write it over here as center as well. I can start this content. Yeah, so in order to display it in the center. So for the next, this is for email, phone and blood group. And one more thing I will add over here, that at what time we have given the inputs in order to make our web page dynamic. So if it will be 11:30, it will display a particular that time at which you have displayed the information. So let's see how it will be. Firstly, I will be writing it over here as email. The email will be coming over here. Then phone. See, I have to use all the names which I have used over here. That is why I have given some names over here, so that I can use in my web page over again and again with a short name. So next, I just want to add one more thing for the time, at what time this thing has been created. So for that, I will be writing time created, span ID d-time. That's it. After this, I will be closing my division tag. I will be closing my body tag, center tag, then body tag, then HTML tag, all this. So firstly, let's check how it appears like this. Now I have only till now used the HTML. Firstly, we will be using CSS in order to make it appealing. For that, we will be writing only one line of code, and that too on the top, and that too on the top. So where we need to mention that line CSS, that is after this friends info, I will be writing only a single line link href see, with one single line, styles will be added to your web page. See, it have changed all the appearance. Now the next thing I'm going to add it, uh, the firstly I will like to add some header, that if there is my personal website, just like this page, I have designed this page, I have designed header with one line of code. See how that header will appear in this page. So that header I'm going to add it over here. See, the header is here, your information is over here, that if you in this header we have added all the links, what will be your family information, you can put family information, your friends information. In gallery you can put your images from childhood to teenage, your favorite books, your favorite celebs, your hobbies, your projects, your birthday dates, contact information. And even if you want to add information of your friends, that you can put it up over here. And where it going to be saved, that I will tell you just right now. I want, firstly I am going to make my web page more appealing. I will be adding one icon bar over here, again with simple one line of code. For that you can simply copy this line also, or you can write it again, that is up to you. The name is icon.php. These files should be there in your folder. Here, see, here I am having these all files. So I can use all these files in my main web page. See, with one line of code, how this appeared. See, I am making my page more interactive. So the next thing is, in order to root your page, or in order to add footer in your page, you need to write one line of code again. You can copy paste that line, and you need to write the name of the page, that is, see, see this footer, if you will click on the Facebook, it will let you on your Facebook page. If you will click on this blank, it will let you on your Twitter page, and here it will let you your Instagram page. So this is how you can make your website. Now firstly, in order to give it to root, I need to add one file, routing.js. For that I will be write script src routing.js. See, now let's check whether all this stuff is working or not. We need to refresh this page. Now see, if I'm going to my family option, if I'm going on my family option, It is representing my family details. You can put your own. In friends, you can put the details of your friends over here. In gallery, you can add your own pictures. In favorite books, you can add all your favorite books, your favorite celebrities over here. What are your hobbies? How many projects you have handled till date. So this will be completely your personal website, your birthday date, your contact information, all this stuff. Now, if you will be moving on the main page, if you will be going to the Facebook, in just one click, it will let you on your Facebook page. Whatever is your favorite page, you just need to put that page in the footer part. It will let you there. Now, with just one click, it will let you on your Twitter page. And similarly, on your Instagram page. So now, firstly, I will close all these tabs. I will tell you how to open these tabs and how you can save your information to the database. See this. Now I am adding some information. Suppose your name is Deepak. Deepak. In email, I will write Deepak123@gmail.com. Let's say the phone number is 10 digits, this one. And see, this is the blood group. Now, firstly, we will reveal all the details, what I am going to submit. See, name is Deepak, all right, email, phone, this. Now, how I have made this web page dynamic, I am also telling the time at which it is created. Time at which I have just inserted all the details. The details are inserted at 11:37:34. Every time you will be inserting a new detail, the time will get changed over here. This is the thing which is making our website dynamic. Now I am submitting it. See, it is showing over here entry is successful. Now the next thing is I want to check where the information has been gone. For that we need to open the database as we are doing our work in the PHP. So for that the path name is localhost php myadmin. We need to wait. We will be opening this PHP part. There is a table users. For this table, we have added the information in our connection.php page. See, I have just added the information of Deepak, Deepak123@gmail.com, and this is his blood group. All this information is over here, which I have added. If you want to delete one entry, you can delete from here, you can edit from here, you can copy from here. This is how your data gets saved at back end. So most of the prominent industries, organizations, companies, all are using different types of database in order to save their data. So hope you find it interesting and appealing also. This is how you can make your own personal website, and I would like to advise you all to make your personal, start making your personal website today only. See, for styles, as I have added all just one link set everywhere. For style, I have included this page, style.css. For this, you need to make one file, and in your master page, you need to just give the link of that file, styles, right? So here I am also having my header. If you want some more links, you can edit or amend it from here: profile, family, friends, gallery, favorite books. These are some common codes which are available on internet as well. If you want to make a header, there are some templates available. You can use from there and edit your main headings according to your requirement. So I have used a routing file. So I firstly made a routing file different as a separate. So here I have used a switch statement to make a cases. Because of this routing file, our web pages shifting to from one page to the another page. If I will click on this favorite books, it will open the page of favorite books. Because of this routing file, I have mentioned all the routes over there. There is one footer php2. So here basically in my program folder, I have stored my all files. Whenever I make my file, I make it save over here. You can also make your ample number of files and you can store it over there. And in your master page, you just need to write one line of code and your website will be there. So this was all about how to make a dynamic website. So if there are any queries, please come forward.
Thank you so much, ma'am. This was very impactful presentation and you have bounded us with your visionary thoughts. And audience, thank you so much for your patience and participation. And I'm sure you must have upgraded your skills by the inputs and learning shared by our expert, Dr. Bulvinder Kaur. Thank you so much, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, we have few queries from attendees. So with your permission, we'll take up those queries, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, please let me know the queries.
Yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, an attendee named Gursimranjeet Singh, he wants to know that how to promote the website, how to make the site visible to everyone.
For that, we need to host this website. For that, after creating our website, we need to host the website with one of the link. You can find it on Google as well. Firstly, you need to create your website and you need to host it. Then it will be appear to everyone globally.
All right. Okay, ma'am.
Yes.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So we'll take up another query. This query is from Samaira Sharma. She wants to know that what all points we need to keep in mind before creating the website.
Yeah, student, this is really a very good question. Before creating a website, firstly, you should know the topic. And related to the topic, you should jot down some points that what I'm going to add in my web page. Like there are few common points like contacts, about us, FAQs, frequently asked questions. These all questions, firstly, you will jot down all the common points which are coming to your mind. And then you will be seeing on your page that what points will come in the header section, what all can come in the footer section, and what are the main points in which we want the main focus of our audience that you need to keep in your body part. So firstly, when you are going to design a website, please jot down all the points on a notebook and then differentiate it what all can come under the head section, footer section, or the body section, like this.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So this is another query from Baljeet Seni. He wants to know that can you please tell some web hosting option?
Web hosting options. There are several options which are available, like HTTP. We can use some links that there are some links which we need to pay for it, because before hosting our website we have to purchase some license, then only we can host our website. For that we need to add it on the Google and check what all are the links available, and then there we can upload it.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So there's another query from Gurpreet. He wants to know that how to download this Visual Studio Code where you have created all this codes and website. So will LPU faculty will help in this?
Yes, you just need to write it there on the Google. The first link will be there, Visual Studio, and that is the most common one. And if not there, you can go to the w3schools.com. There you can, there a direct link is available there. You can download it from there as well. This software is easily available on the Google. You can download it just with the one click.
All right, ma'am. So, ma'am, when a student will come to our university, when he will take admission, he or she will take admission. So, so we will provide other softwares as well to enhance these kind of skills of the students.
Yes, we are having so many softwares in that we can use to develop our websites, like the simple basic ones are Notepad++. There is Atom software. A student can use the software according to their choice or according to their adaptability, which they like the most. They can use it. There are ample of softwares available. They just need to explore all the softwares, and they just need to choose it according to their requirements and demands.
And attendees, LPU faculty is there to assist you in each and every step. So whatsoever your choice will be, the LPU faculty will be there to help you. All right, ma'am. So we'll take up last but not least question. This is the attendee wants to know that how this enhancement will benefit our placement. I think he's talking about the website thing. So how this making a website thing will enhance the placement of a particular student.
Oh yes, if you are really good in coding, companies mainly requirement these days is this web development. They come with debug the code. For that, if you are really good in coding, they give you some snippets of code. You need to remove the errors from there, or they will ask you to they will give you one web page, and they will require that web page to be developed within a given time frame. If you will be able to do so, they will quickly hire you with no other interview round. This is the scenario which is currently going on in web development. And the last thing, there is one question from my side, that after attending this session, can you please answer what is the difference between web developer and web designer? Any one of you? Please come up with your answers. Who are web developers and who are web designers?
We didn't get any response to that. I think the students are new. They are the prospective students. So I
No
don't
issues.
believe
I will just advise them to please rethink on this. Who can be the web developer and who can be the web designer? The answer is really very simple. Web developers are those who write the code, who basically focus on the developing part, who write the code, and designer, as its name indicates, who design it, like who basically give more focus on the CSS part, that is the styling, in order to make the website appealing and enhanced. And these are the designers and developers who focus only on the codes. This is the basic difference between designer and developers.
and we got the same answer from Sanya Mariam. So thank you so much, Sanya, for responding to ma'am's question. So thank you so much, ma'am, for resolving all the queries of our attendees. So with this, we'll move on to our admission nominee Ms. Megha Singh. So, ma'am, over to you for the admission part of the university.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, esteemed panel members, Dr. Balwinder Kaur and of course, Miss Ruby. So I'll just go ahead and share my screen so that all the attendees can actually go ahead and understand the admission procedure and of course gain some insight about the university. So a very good afternoon to all the attendees who are there. Before I move towards the admission part, let's first take a glance, a glimpse of what our university has been doing, previously in the past 2 years. So this is, of 2020, our students represented in Tokyo Olympics, and they brought laurels to our university. Nevertheless, we also the students of the university lifted up the runners-up trophy at Khelo India University Games, and you can see at the bottom end the tally of medals that our university students have brought. Coming back to the rankings, we have got a good amount of rankings. A lot of students, prospective students, they basically inquire from us regarding what is the status, what is the current ranking of the university. So you can see it from here, that what are the rankings given by Times, higher education ranking. This one is the Indian rank, that is we are ranking at 36th position. This one is we are ranking at 74th position globally. Moving ahead, this is the Atal ranking of institutions of innovation achievements. We are ranking at number 3rd position, Pan India. What kind of campus life will I be getting once I get admission in Lovely Professional University? So I would like to tell you that a plethora of activities, clubs, along with the good amount of dignitaries, right, which you can see in front of you, right, from the Prime Minister to the Nobel laureates, to the celebrities, to the various ministers. They have been coming over to the university and interacting with the students, whether they are, welcoming the Virtos, beginning of their session, the first semester, or gracing for various convocations, right? So the infrastructure, coming to it, no doubts about it, Lovely Professional University has got the biggest and the best infrastructure facility, not only in India, but worldwide. This is one of our amphitheaters where a lot of Nukkad Nataks, club activities, they take place. This is the glimpse that you are seeing in front of you is one of the auditoriums that we are having. And this one specifically has a capacity to hold domestic as well as global events of repute, and the maximum capacity at one go is about 3,500. This is the Uni Mall where all kinds of shops, whether it is related to laptops, salons, beauty parlors, to sweet shops, convenience stores, e-carts, your banks, ATMs, the facilities you can you can take or you can avail from there. This is the glimpse of our library, our central library, over 20 lakh books, subscriptions of various newspapers, magazines, journals, databases, which is definitely going to help you in your journey, whether you are going for a undergraduate degree or a research degree. It is definitely going to help you in your studies. Entertainment is not lagging behind. This is bowling alley. This is basically for our students. If you want to go and you want to go ahead and enjoy yourselves with the company of your friends, please do so. Gym facilities, spa facilities, they are available. Along with this, we are also having a full-fledged uni hospital. So you don't have to go outside. We are having all kinds of basic facilities. You have the residents, the nurses, the doctors available. Along with, we have also got chemist shops. So if you have a prescription, you can get the medicines also available. So this is our indoor stadium, right? This is one of the swimming pools that we are having, all-weather swimming pool. So all around the year, we are having coaches also. You can go ahead and take the benefit of the same. Indoor badminton, courts, shooting ranges, all are available. What you can see in front of you is the day glimpse of the, the aerial view of the university. And this is a glimpse of the residential view, the aerial view at night. Now, how to visit LPU? You can either, come down to LPU. We are open 7 days, 9 to 6, Monday to Saturdays, and on Sunday, 10 to 4, right? Or you can also go ahead and, if you want to inquire about the program details, what is the eligibility criteria? One is that you can connect with us through email. You can see the address in front of you, or you can also call out the toll-free number. Again, it is mentioned. Or if you want to go ahead and explore yourself, I will just guide you through that. What you have to do is you have to go ahead and type on the Google page lpu.in. The moment it opens, you can see something like this. I've already got one page open, but I'll just show for your discipline. Your last qualification, if it is 12th, you go ahead with that. Discipline. Now you can select engineering over here. Under engineering, you will see lot of streams are available. These all streams are available in the university currently, right? So you can go ahead. Let me pick up CSC, Computer Science and Engineering. I have clicked upon it. The moment I click upon the computer science engineering, I am coming with all this good information. I'm being told about the regular programs. I'm being told about the specializations which are there. I'm also told about what are other programs which are available for the CSE. You can all see over here. Let's go ahead and take up one, that is BTech CSE. If I click upon this BTech CSE program, important details for me as a candidate you can view over here. For example, what is the duration of the program? How many semesters are there? What is the criteria? What is the eligibility criteria? It's clearly mentioned over here. Pass with 60% aggregate marks. Physics, maths, and English, I should have studied in my class 12, and I have to qualify an entrance test by the name of LPU list, right? Now, what are the various highlights of the program? Okay, what are the rankings? You can see over here. What kind of subjects? What will be my curriculum, right? The curricula, it is mentioned over here. First year, in second year, then in third year, and so on. What will be my specializations? They're all mentioned over here, right? Fee structure. What is going to be my program fees? What kind of scholarships am I eligible for? What are the categories of scholarships? They are all mentioned over here. What should be the percentage in my class 12th, right? That I should be falling in category 1, 2, or 3. It's clearly mentioned here. If I'm having a JEE main percentile score and I want to avail scholarship, on what grounds, what is the percentile I'm getting the scholarship, you can read it over here, right? And the most important, the other scholarships that are available. I can get the scholarship on the basis of my last exam. I can get the scholarship based upon the entrance exam. I can get the scholarship on the basis of JEE mains exam. I can get, there are certain special scholarships that we are having. I can get, the scholarship based upon that. And is there any kind of financial aid that is available for me? I can get that information from here. And the most important thing to remember over here are what are the dates. So you can see over here, the last date of submission of the LPU Nest application, 31st of July. When will be the examination slots available? It's going on right now, right? And when will be the result declared? What will be the last date of admission? All these important details are mentioned for you. So please be very careful if you are exploring yourself the information on our website, right? Also, one query that I received from the candidates is that, ma'am, we have forgotten there were few webinars that were conducted from our field previously, but we lost track of it. We could not, we forgot that the webinar was there scheduled then. So what to do about it? So very easy. On the same page, there is a tab of admissions. If you go over here, on the left hand side, okay, it's written over there, LPU's Edu Fair webinars. If you click upon it, it will take you to this page. So no need to worry. All our upcoming and forthcoming webinars, along with whatever the webinars that have taken place in the past, you can all view them over here. If you want to view an old webinar, right, which we have conducted, you can go to the past webinars. The recording is there and you can view it and understand what kind of questions or what information was provided, in that particular webinar. If you want to book your calendar, if you want to earmark that, okay, this is one of the webinars which I'm looking forward to attend, these are all the forthcoming webinars which you can go ahead and explore and earmark in your calendar, right? Thank you so much. God bless you all. Over to you, Ms. Ruby.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for the detailed information about the admission part. So, attendees, you have heard our mentorship. So, I'll suggest you that decisions determine destiny. So, don't just wait for the last date. Decide your own dates and take the admission as soon as possible. So, with this, we'll conclude today's webinar, and that's all for today. Thank you, attendees, for sparing time and participating in today's webinar. We appreciate you all for being here, and I believe your knowledge has been enriched with this webinar. And also, I would like to express my appreciation to the experts for the valuable contribution on today's webinar. And sure, your years of research, your years of experience will definitely help the audience to choose the right path. So until next time, I am Ruby Gill, finally sign off the session. Thank you, everyone.